Hello and welcome to City Skylines for beginners and veterans from the beginning. My name is Ezilii. Thanks for watching. I'm often asked a few questions when I'm streaming live over on Twitch. How do I start? How do I do this? How do you know how to do this? What's going on? I hope to answer a whole lot of that. Today we're going to talk about getting your first roads in your city and how to prepare for the future. I know that's kind of very abstract and vague, but I will talk to you why I make the plans or the roads in which I make, why I've made these decisions, and how they can impact further gameplay. So in full disclosure, I'm currently playing with unlimited money just for this tutorial. If you'd like to see my vanilla playthrough, I do have a video series called Murrayfield City Skylines Vanilla Playthrough. It'll be linked below, and there might be a pop-up right about now-ish. Anyway, back to the task at hand. One of the biggest things that's going to stop a new player or even a veteran player right in their tracks is traffic. When you play with the constrictions of the game without mods, you have a lot of things at your disposal to help you with traffic. However, we often get caught up in the, oh crap, I need a zone, I need more of this, I need more of that, and we don't quite think through the problem. When you start, you're very limited with your roads. In fact, I believe we only have two. We only have one road until I place it, and then I unlock another road, and then our gravel road. So right away, the game is telling you to do something very bad. Now, you don't really have to place this road connected to that road to unlock this road. I could have just placed it over here and then unlocked this. But if you didn't know any better, you would probably connect it, and you would probably do something like this. This is kind of bad. As you could see, I have highway. I don't actually have the ability to make highway right now, but I have a highway that comes into my city, and it is an exit, and in this case it is a T exit, and then we have a cloverleaf over here on the map, River Run. Everybody should have this map, console or desktop. But if I take 3 lanes and push them into 1 lane, it doesn't work. So once I've unlocked this, I can then make 3 lanes go into 2. But I'm going to offer a solution here in a second. So I like to keep things measured. That should be 12 units. 12 units. 12. So that's 12. I'm going to run this all the way across, and I'm going to run this to here. Now, it's crooked here, but here on out, it's going to be even. Until I unlock this zone, I can't fix this. But I could still use this. Now, what this is going to do is it's going to allow traffic to loop in and loop out. But we're going to use this to get traffic into our city. We could do a couple of other things. You could make one giant roundabout here, but that may also cause other problems until you can get either access to this or you've built over here. Eventually, with this map, we might actually have a highway that goes all the way through, and we'll have a nice exit here and probably a nice exit here. Probably even an exit here, and probably an exit here, and then maybe something over here. So we'll have a lot of points of access in the future, which we could kind of plan out. Yeah, maybe we'll put one here. We'll definitely have one here and here, right? So taking a look at this particular map, it's kind of set up to already have kind of a highway loop system like major US cities do typically, and I'm sure other cities do. But now to the meat and potatoes of this quick tutorial. I'm going to put industry here. I'm going to put commercial here, and I'm going to put residential here. And this is exactly what I do in Murrayfield. And you can watch that entire series and see how it kind of develops. This won't get nearly as developed. This will just be used for tutorials in starting. This is what we're gonna do. Okay, so I measured these. So 1, 2, 3. I'm gonna run this here. This is effectively our kind of cross street, and I'm gonna switch this. Notice how this is a one direction, one way, not to be confused with the band. If I click the exclamation point and I right click on that and then left click, actually just left click. I don't know why I right click, but just left click, it'll upgrade it. Now it's two ways. If I wanted to change the direction, I could right click and it's gonna change the direction. On console, you hold down usually the right joystick, and then it gives you the option. It's been a while since I played on my PS4, and I just got the Switch version as well. So, traffic is our menace. It is our menace to society. That's okay. We can allow it to be our menace to society, just for the time being. I'm going to give myself space, and I'm probably going to go about... Yeah, we'll go here. We'll keep it on that grid. This is my industrial section, or what will soon to be my industrial section. I'm just going to put in a little bit of these roads, but I'm going to take a one-way road and I'm going to run it here. Now what this is going to do is it's going to allow my traffic to use all 3 lanes from this highway. So we will no longer have one lane that's not used. We're going to have all 3 lanes used. This is important. I have 3 lanes going into 4. What? Shut the front door. So I'm splitting 3 lanes of traffic into 4 lanes. I have 2 that go off to industry, which they can go off into different directions. And then I have 2 that go into our city. At the moment, I have 2 lanes going out of the city, which we might do this on this side just to make this traffic a little easier to get here. Otherwise, they have to come here, which will cause trouble. But then that'll be 4 lanes into 3, which can work. It's just that could potentially be a bottleneck. So now that I've done that, I'm going to actually zone my industry. Industry needs access to your highway. 9 times out of 10, if you have a traffic problem, it's because you have some industry that needs to get through your city, and it doesn't quite have an effective way to get there. Here, I've given highway off to industry, industry back to highway. Now, in the future, we might expand and have a connection for industry like right here, so they can get in and out here, but for now, this will be okay. Let's do our commercial. So with our commercial, I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to give it buffer space, because if we're going to turn this into a highway, we may as well just have that buffer space so we have less deleting of things. So I'm placing this road. I'm going to keep this to be right on the perfect. So I'm trying to keep my space pretty similar, and I'm gonna go a little further, because we're also gonna have some residential here. Now I'm just using these to do that, and I totally did it with one-way streets. But again, grab your exclamation point and left click, and they'll all upgrade to change. There we go. Now, this could drive you crazy. So, if I wanted to, I could do this since I marked it. Give them a little bit of extra space here on the side to cram more people in. I could do this, but I would recommend against it. You could destroy this. You don't necessarily need this, but they can turn and get on the highway. And in this case, it's going to be residential. So, I mean, will they need to go there? Maybe. But, you know, who knows? I'm going to do 4, and then I'm going to fill this. Now, I'm using the square tool here, your marquee tool. And I like to do this. You can use the paint bucket, which will fill in sections that are complete, right? And I'm right-clicking to remove it on your controller. I believe you have to do the right joystick down, and then you get the selection to dezone is what they refer it to. So I'm just going to paint this back in. I'm leaving space. I'm leaving space between my commercial and my residential. These might be some civic buildings here. Could be a park when we unlock it, whatnot. We could zone this if we need to, but I have further plans to kind of maybe go this way with some commercial out there. I am not zoning anything here at the moment. If I do, it might be commercial if I really, really need it, or industry if I need it. So at this point in time, we have a fair decent mix. We have our industry, we have our residential, and we have our commercial. Now, let's talk about performance factors. If you're running a computer with an older graphics card, or if you're on a console, one thing to do would be to bulldoze your trees ahead of time. If I were to place a road on top of trees, they disappear, right? Cool. However, they're still there. So if you were to take the time to remove them when you're going to build in that space, you do save the processing power for the calculation of their movement and the fact that they're there. I'm pretty sure the shadows are still probably rendered even though you can't see them. Who knows? Anyway, until next time, my name is Ezilii. I hope you have fun with this game. It's one of my favorites. If you play on console or desktop, either is amazing. Until next time, be good to each other. Have fun. If this or any of the videos have been helpful for you, please like and subscribe, and feel free to share. We love to meet new friends. Be good to each other. You can find me here on YouTube or over on Twitch. All the links are below the video. Have a good one.